was fast. What are you doing, waiting by the door?
It's taking some of the decorations down.
Oh, it's so wonderful having you here, having you back in my life. Oh, please, Rex, close the doors. And for you, a hug.
Dorian.
Hello. Well, come on in. As promised, a home-cooked breakfast. Here we are, so much more pleasant having breakfast at La Boulée, and besides which, the hospital promised they'd call me if there was any change in Blair's condition. Hope you brought your appetites. We have quiche, brioche, croissants, and, I'm sorry, Rex. Would you rather run out and get a jelly donut or a breakfast burrito?
Mom.
Well, I don't want the boy to go hungry.
Maybe you would just like him to go.
To be perfectly honest, I would like to spend time with my daughter.
Well, then you'll be spending time with Rex.
I did invite the two of you over here for breakfast, but apparently it's not to his liking.
I never said that.
I could tell by your facial expression.
Well, how do you know so much about his facial expressions?
Yeah. Maybe it was my, oh good, we're having quiche expression.
All right, what more can I do?
You can try being honest.
I was honest. Did I not give him a warm and honest hug when y'all came in?
That you did.
What else can I do?
You can try harder.
If I try, will you try?
What?
I'll give it to Renee. She can threaten Asa with it.
Probably not the best idea with his heart.
I wouldn't say that. I think Pa has a trick or two up his sleeve still.
I'm quite sure he does. Come on in. What brings you by here so early today, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I just like chatting. Thought maybe we could share some chewing tobacco, huh?
Chewing tobacco? Oh, my, how kind. Unfortunately, I only chew tobacco on Christmas, and that's like over. So maybe next year.
Well, you're taking things down a little early this year, aren't you?
Well, something to do.
Just because of Blair?
Yeah, and Todd. He keeps insisting no one come to the hospital.
I think he needs to spend some time alone with his family.
I suppose so.
That's the only reason that you're de-decorating?
Oh, come on. There's very little point in leaving things up past the 25th anymore. I mean, there are no little children running around. Natalie spends all her time with John. Now it's just me. Do you remember how the children used to fuss when it was time to take the tree down?
Yeah, if they had their way, it'd be up all year. Of course, I don't know how the fire department would feel about that.
Yeah.
So, Viki, what's next?
What's next? We have to finish the tree first.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. What's next for you?
I don't know. What are you asking me?
Well, this big old house is pretty much empty. The banner seems to be on autopilot, and I've never known Viki Davidson to be without a project, a plan, a plot.
I don't know if I plotted all that much. And if I did, I think I've outgrown it. And plans, they never really turn out the way you envision them.
So this is not how you thought things would be?
You know, when you're little, how so many things seem enormous. And then as you grow up, they don't seem so big anymore.
I know. When I was a kid, I thought Pa's horse was as big as the barn.
Things are starting to look awfully big to me again.
Anything in particular?
Oh. I guess this house, For years it was full of children, noise, and laughter, and now it's quiet and it's big. How about you? Have things turned out the way you thought they would?
Some,
Well, some is good.
but not the big one. Somehow I always thought that I would end up in this big old house with you.
What is it going to take for you to see things from my perspective?
Oh, you are amazing. You hired some freak to kidnap me, shoot my boyfriend, and I'm supposed to understand your perspective.
I was trying to protect my daughter.
You went a little overboard, wouldn't you say?
I was trying to protect my daughter from a lying, cheating reprobate. No offense.
How could that possibly offend me? I don't even know what that word means.
You once felt about Rex exactly the same way.
But now I know him, okay? And no matter how I felt about him before, I would never have done anything as horrible as you did.
Oh, are you forgetting that he once framed me for murder? Do you recall that?
But it didn't stick, so theoretically it shouldn't really...
Shut up!
Okay, stop it! Look, all I want is for you to accept Rex as my boyfriend. That's it.
Fine. As long as you accept the fact that I am going to have opinions about what is in your best interests.
Fine. As long as you respect my decisions.
Agreed.
Okay, then. Where do we start?
Thank you very much for coming back last night.
Actually, you can thank Rex. He's been pushing me to make up with you for months.
Maybe you should thank Viki. If it wasn't for her, it never would have happened.
Well, I suppose I have to admit that there was a time, a very long time, when I thought that my life with you and the children here in this house would never end. But I guess I made different choices.
That's in the past.
Yes, but that's what we have, our memories.
Okay, so the kids don't need me anymore.
Oh, that's nonsense.
That's the truth. I mean, I came back to town because they were in trouble. Now they're not in trouble anymore, and as far as that goes, they're not kids anymore. And they are going to have their problems down the road, but we've given them the tools to deal with that.
Oh, that's just great. Where does it leave us?
Somehow, when we started our family together, I never envisioned this day of getting my own life back. And well, now, here it is. Here I am. Here you are. And I feel...
Liberated?
Oh, God, I hate to use that word. But yeah, and yesterday, or last night, it struck me that I got to start doing some things that I've been putting off.
Oh, I see. So you're going back to London?
Why would you think that?
Well, that's where your life was.
Was. It's not anymore. It's here. And the things that I want to do are here.
Really? Like what?
I don't know. Name something insane.
Something insane?
Yeah.
Skydiving.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to go skydiving.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. And skiing. And I want to ride a motorcycle. I want to do all these things that I thought I was missing out on.
You came all the way over here to tell me that.
Yeah, I did. And to ask you if you want in on it.
This was at the suggestion of Viki.
That's not what he meant.
Sure it was. What did you tell me?
Nothing.
Sure you did. There was this whole speech about how Dorian loves you and how important a mother-daughter relationship is and how she screwed up.
That's not what she said.
That's not what she said. You're right.
Continue, please, Rex. How did I screw things up?
Everybody screws up. I just did by saying that.
What did Viki say?
It was nothing. Just how you might have messed up your kids. Like everyone does, you know.
What Viki meant was that she, too, has made the same kind of mistakes with her children.
She was comparing our parenting skills.
In a good way. And I'm here, right? Look, what she said was really no big deal.
If Viki thinks she's responsible for bringing us back together, that's a very big deal.
Is it really that bad?
No, it's not bad at all. It's marvelous.
You're gonna go talk to Viki now, aren't you?
What a good idea. Yes, in fact, I won't be able to enjoy our breakfast together unless I go over and thank Viki first.
All right, go.
You're all right with this? I mean, this morning was supposed to be about us.
I think we've made progress. At least we're talking.
Right, and I'm going to try really hard to be more accepting and tolerant.
You were actually listening.
Indeed. That's one half of communication. And then we will go see Blair at the hospital. I don't care what Todd says. We're not going to stay away from her any longer. Rex, feel free with the quiche.
I'm not sure what just happened here.
She nags me for 6 months to forgive her, and what happens when I finally do? She runs straight out the door to Viki's.
I haven't gotten an answer.
I think that's because I still don't quite understand the question.
It's not like I'm asking you to run off with me. I just want to know if you're game for a little adventure like the good old days. After all, you were the one who always pushed the buttons.
What does that mean? Oh, no. You kissed me.
That is not the way I remember it. The way I remember it is you kissed me first.
Perhaps it was an entirely mutual kiss.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but it just sounds like yet another eventful holiday at Landfair.
Dorian.
Clint?
Viki, what we talked about, you give it some thought?
Of course I will.
All right. Did you have a nice Christmas?
Well, it wasn't exactly what I had hoped for.
Oh. Well, I'd like to hear about it anyway.
Good. Call me. We'll make plans.
I will. I'll do that. I'll call you.
Dorian, come in.
I'm only going to be a moment. I want to thank you. I understand you're partially responsible for my reconciliation with Adriana.
Oh, I'm so delighted to know that you two have reconciled. And frankly, Dorian, all we did was talk, and I didn't tell her anything that she didn't already know.
Nevertheless, thank you.
Well, you're most welcome. Anything else?
You and Clint seemed really close.
We're friends. You know, we have 4 children together.
And you kissed him.
Under the mistletoe.
Viki, you're trying to get him back, aren't you?
You know why Dorian went to see Viki, don't you? Because she's in love with her.
Stop it.
Think about it. Dorian is fixated on everything Viki. She wants Viki.
My mother wants to be Viki.
Dorian can't stand for Viki to be happy because then she wouldn't stand a chance with her. Face it, Adriana, Viki is the love of Dorian's life.
Stop it.
Their wedding is going to be beautiful. There may be a few spats over the wedding march and which woman wears the pants.
All right, okay. You made me laugh. You happy now?
Oh, no, not yet.
You're right.
I think your new designer underwear is riding up on me. An alteration might be necessary.
Oh, well, I'll just have to get my needle and thread.
Let's measure first.
Dorian, it's been a perfectly lovely morning. Please don't ruin it. And thank you for dropping by.
Why won't you answer my question?
Because I don't feel like answering your inane question.
All it needs is a one-word answer. Yes or no. That shouldn't be too much for you. You're trying to hook up with your ex-husband, aren't you?
I think that Clint is perfectly capable of deciding with whom he chooses to spend his time.
Well, that was more than one word, but your answer was very clear.
Good. Then you'll be leaving.
But let me make something quite clear, okay? I will be damned if I'm going to stand by and let you, with your perfect manners and your perfect grammar, steal Clint away from me.
Man,
You like it?
that is so good, it's criminal.
You want to know what's really criminal? Me sitting here naked with my reprobate boyfriend on my mother's living room floor.
Actually, you're sitting here naked after having a sexy time with your boyfriend on your mom's living room floor.
While feeding you her gourmet Christmas cake.
Oh, you bad, bad girl. You want to be punished.
Okay.
Wait, how long before Dorian gets back?
That's the best part. I have no idea.
Admit it, Viki. You want Clint back. Is that your New Year's resolution? Reclaim your ex-husband?
If it were, do you seriously think I would tell you?
You don't want Clint for Clint. Come on. This is all about me.
Oh, my God. The world does not revolve around you. And frankly, I don't care enough about you to go to that much trouble. I have my own life. So does Clint.
You are playing Clint to get at me because of my imagined transgressions.
For God's sakes, Dorian! We kissed once under the mistletoe. For heaven's sakes, it's not as if we're sleeping together.
You are such a slut.
I'm sorry.
Our baby.
Yeah, he's gone. It was a son. It was a little boy.
You're calling me a slut? You were his one-night stand. And trust me, that's not going to happen again.
Did Clint say that?
No, Clint didn't say anything because Clint is a gentleman.
Everybody knows that you will be mourning Ben until the end of time, and yet you will not let go of Clint. You keep trying to sink your claws into him. Why? Can you not bear to be alone?
I would kill to be alone right now.
Deny it.
Deny what? That I will always love Ben? Of course I will. Doesn't mean I'm going to spend the rest of my life in mourning, for heaven's sakes. Sooner or later, hopefully, I will fall in love again.
With Clint.
With someone special.
And since Clint is so very, very special, obviously he's going to remain on your list. Viki, for goodness sakes, face it. Clint is fond of you, of course, because you are the mother of his children. But he doesn't feel passionate about you. He is not in love with you.
Really?
Yes, really.
So why are you here? Let me tell you something. Whether or not I want Clint for myself, I am going to fight so damned hard to make sure he does not wind up with you. And believe me, I have much better ammunition than you do.
Why couldn't they just let me die?
Blair.
Why could they just save our baby instead?
Well, they couldn't save him. He was 17 weeks.
It's our baby.
No, that's what happened if I hadn't. God, if I just. It just happened so quick. I couldn't think. And then you went over.
It wasn't just me. 3 people. 3 people fell, and the most important one died.
No, you're alive.
No. Our baby died.
Why don't you say it? Please. It was my fault. Say it, Blair.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
Happy holidays.
All right, we better get dressed before Dorian gets back. What are you doing?
Weighing my options.
What options? She's gonna be back any second.
I know. That's what makes this so hot.
Again. Now.
You know that for it?
I'm up for it.
Better ammunition, or are you just going to play dirty?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Dorian. Clint and I have a history. We have a family. Do you seriously think your stupid handful of dates is going to trump what we have? A life?
I do not need to trump anything. If Clint wanted to be with you, he would be with you.
You are so frighteningly shallow.
And you are so frighteningly predictable. Yes. Why do you think Clint keeps coming after me time and time again? Because I am unpredictable. I am mysterious and therefore irresistible.
Oh, you are mysterious. It's all your lies, Dorian. Lie upon lie upon lie. And Clint sees that, and it ain't sexy, honey.
It ain't sexy, honey? Please. Is that Victoria speaking? Or is it perhaps one of your alters trying to come out?
Well, if it is, maybe you'd better leave before Jean tries to lock you up again or Tommy tries to kill you.
You want Clint. You have designs upon him. But I doubt he reciprocates.
Really? Did I forget to show you the Christmas gift he gave me? Oh, how rude of me. Isn't it gorgeous?
Clint has perfect taste.
Yes, he does. What was it again he gave you?
I have not had the chance to celebrate Christmas with anyone, really, because Blair is in the hospital.
I was very sorry to hear about Blair, but I spoke to Beau, and I understand she's pulling through very nicely.
Yes, because she's a fighter. But everything that has happened to her, your brother Todd is responsible for. I only pray that this time she will realize that she's better off without him.
And I am on my knees praying that Clint has learned he is so much better off without you.
So this is war.
Whatever. Just as long as you leave.
I did this. I killed our baby. I nearly killed you. I am as selfish. And you were sick and scared. And I should have been there instead of...
Just go, Dad. I want to be alone.
Todd? How's Blair doing? Todd? What's wrong? What's happened?
I don't know, she's the same.
So, what's wrong?
Can you come down to the hospital?
Sure, hon. I'm on my way.
Adriana, what are you doing? Oh, thank goodness. I mean, what a relief that you're not,
Having sex on your living room floor? Why would you think that, Mom?
heard.
Oh, now, don't be so hard on her, Duchess. I mean, we did briefly consider strip poker.
We found stuff to do. I thought you wanted to go see Blair at the hospital.
Oh, I do. I do. In fact, let me gather up her presents and then we'll be on our way. Speaking of which, Rex, you can show yourself out, can't you?
Rex is coming with us, Mom. And you know what? Besides, I don't think Blair's really going to be in the mood for presents.
You're right. This probably is not the time for it. I've already gotten the most perfect gift I could have asked for, though. Having you come back.
Well, it's Christmas, and you're my mom. But I still don't trust you.
I know. But I've learned my lesson, Adriana. I swear.
Great, then it's settled. Now, how about we all get to the hospital already?
Good idea. We'll take Rex's car. We'll see you there.
Oh, my God, what is it? Has Blair taken a turn for the worse?
No. Blair's condition is the same. Oh, Lord, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. The baby didn't make it. He died.
This is awful. Todd thinks that both his sons are dead, and yet we know that Michael and Marcy adopted his other son.
Adriana, please. Not now.
Okay, you're right.
How long have you known this?
Todd just told me.
I didn't want anyone to know before Blair knew.
You told Blair in her condition?
She asked.
I want to go in and see her. Right now. Adriana, would you come with me, please?
Do you want me to stay?
Oh, it's okay. I'll call you later, okay?
Go away.
Sweetheart. It's Dorian. And I'm here with Adriana. We're...
Go to her, Todd. She needs you, no matter what she's feeling. You're both suffering. You can help each other get through this, but don't let it drive you apart. Go.
Leave us alone. This minute.
That's up to Blair.
I want to be alone with my family. She needs time, that's all.
Yeah, to hate me even more.